I need your help me please subscribe my Chanla. There's no room for failures. Those were my brother's exact words as he filled the doorway on Christmas Eve. Behind him, the trees shimmered softly. My mother stared into her wine. My father had a knot in the floorboard. I stood on the porch holding a bag of presents for their kids, ribbons shining loud as sirens, while my brother wore a smirk that said he'd finally won something. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I simply said, "You're right." Then I turned away, the cold biting through my coat, and walked back to the car. The gift sat in the passenger seat, glowing faintly in the dashlight, a small nativity of my worst habits. Driving home through powdered streets, I let the wipers keep rhythm while the old family story slid off me like ice peeling from glass. I used to love Christmas, the scent of cinnamon candles, the hush that made even ugly corners look redeemed. But in our family, the season always demanded an offering, and I was the one who bled neatly every year. If a bill went unpaid, I covered it. When Adrian, my brother, and his wife, Mara, slipped on their mortgage, I sent money before anyone had to ask. They called it help. I knew it was a leash. That night, back in my apartment, I brewed coffee, opened my laptop, and stared at the proof. Transfers labeled school fund, daycare, groceries, utilities, each marked just until next month. Line after line, a quiet ledger of apologies. No thunder, no anger, just a calm, tired certainty. Cancel, cancel, cancel. 5 minutes to unwind 5 years. I changed every password, stacked the wrapped gifts into a box, and slid it into the closet, like evidence waiting for trial. By New Year's, the knock came hard and familiar. Adrian's silence had lasted 2 days. On the third, my phone erupted, pings, missed calls, voicemails piling like threats. First polite, "Hey, what's going on?" Then pleading, "Rent's due. The kids need shoes." Finally, venom, "You're selfish. You've changed." I let it all roll past like rain against a closed window. Friday, he stormed into my office, face flushed above his winter coat. "We need to talk," he hissed. "Not here," I said, guiding him outside. In the parking lot, our breath turned white in the air. "You think you can just cut us off? The kids are hurting." "They're your kids," I answered. He laughed bitterly. "Now you care about responsibility?" "I always did," I said. "I'm just taking mine back." "You can't do this." "I already did." I left him standing there with his echo. 2 nights later, pounding rattled my apartment door. Through the peephole, his eyes burned. I opened the door just a chain's width. "Stop this," he snapped, palm on the frame. "You're ruining my life." "You ruined it yourself. You have no idea what's happening. You can't walk away from family." "Family shows up with respect," I said quietly, "not in voices." Before he could spit another word, a voice called from the sidewalk. "Adrian, that's enough." Mara stood by the car, coat half zipped. "Go home," he barked. She didn't move. "No, we're done." Her eyes flicked from me to him. "I talked to a lawyer." He blinked, thrown off balance. "You what?" "I know about the gambling," she said softly. "The hidden account, the withdrawals, the money I thought went to the kids, lost at tables." He spun toward me. "You told her." "I didn't have to," I said. Mara lifted a folder. "I found it myself. And I kept copies." He faltered. I opened the door wider. "Mara, come in." She stepped inside, hands trembling around the folder. I made tea, cinnamon steam rising like memory. I didn't feel hate anymore. She looked down at the papers. "He told me you owed us," she whispered, "that you were lucky we needed you." "I was lucky to stop," I said. The next afternoon, a call came from a deep voice. "Mark Dawson," he said, "Mara's attorney. She's authorized me to loop you in." At his office, he slid a stack of papers across the desk. Transfers from my accounts to theirs, cash withdrawals, casino markers, even a hotel bill that read like a bad joke I hadn't been told. "My funds," I said quietly. He nodded. "Mara's filing for separation and a protective order. We'll need a short statement, why the payments began and why you ended them." For once, The truth fit on a single page. I wrote it, signed it, and walked out lighter. Outside, snow drifted down, gentle, ordinary. It felt like weather, not a warning. That night, Adrian's fury filled my voicemail. I didn't respond. When he finally caught me live, I told him simply, "You use me. The rest is your choice, stop or sink." He hung up on the silence that followed. By week's end, Mara and the kids had moved in with her sister. She sent a photo of 2 uneven snow angels. I boxed the gifts and carried them to a shelter. The clerk asked, "Do you want a receipt?" "No," I said. I kept what mattered. In February, my mother called, playing a familiar pity card. "You've made things so hard for your brother." "I made them honest," I said. "And I sleep now, finally. The apartment feels different, defined again. Boundaries hum softly, like a forgiving song. Family, I've learned, is whoever keeps you whole. This winter, that person is me.